And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And here we go from L.A. Valus Jones now on the return. And a decent run back is gonna end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
It was a tough season, Kate, in New Orleans a year ago. Coaching changes, lots of injuries to that offensive line. And Spencer, as a fifth-rounder, was thrown right into the fire as a rookie. But he persevered, he endured, and now he's going to get a chance to compete for the job this year.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Rattler now off the play action. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Playing in your own building, a little extra adrenaline as they take the field. No surprise, this home team feeds and plays off the crowd. First play of the game, and already we're seeing an impact being made defensively.
Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long. They'll send him over right. From the gun, Rattler. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 36-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And this takes him down to the 10. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
At the 10-yard line. A gain of 14. 1st down, Saints.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Another run for Kamara. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Rattler to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Throwing is Rattler. Screen here for Kamara. It's an New Orleans touchdown! The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Blake Corum now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. For the Rams offense, getting out there for their opening drive of the game. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the third time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Stafford now off the play fake. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams, and he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And they bring him down around the 34.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Give to Williams from the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming. Stafford now on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And
This spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Going for it, it's Williams. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now Rattler on the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Give him 24 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's an option play right side. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Darius Williams on the tackle.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Rattler setting to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Paid for this?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's a give inside to Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Here's Rattler. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. He'll call his own number. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Rams nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams headed back out for their second drive now. They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Right side into the hands of Adams. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Up the gut they go with Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that is the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. That's a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Now Stafford to throw. Screen here for Williams. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Straight ahead with Williams. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Stafford from the gun. In trouble now, and the ball is out. But a Ram found his way to the football first, and they avoid the turnover. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. He finds Adams, complete. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the red zone now. Pass it down close.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Williams has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal. They go to him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Rams cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Rams 7.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Kamara. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
So 4th down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's caught by Williams. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Williams. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They stay on the ground with Williams. He finds some space again. And he gets this solo way inside the red zone, down at the 19. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy in that end zone. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's another Rams 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Cora will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin the game. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, I get it. You know, there are times as a decision-maker playing quarterback, you take a sack and you cut your losses. But when you get an opportunity in the red zone on 3rd down, you'd love to give your guy on the other end a chance. Because a touchdown, well, we know in the course of outcomes of games, so much more influential than settling for a field goal.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This from 30 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. On the return, here's Jones. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. On the gun, Rattler. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. They give on 2nd to Kamara. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Rattler. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
9 yards. 1st down, Saints.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rattler to the air now. Screen here for Kamara. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Saints with a chance to add to their lead. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Rattler. He's running for it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Rattler back to throw. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
And the Saints first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
All set now. 1st and 10. Rattler setting to throw. Quick slant caught by Shaheed. It's an Orleans touchdown. The Saints grow their lead just before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints drive their lead to 11.
21, Rams 10.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. That one complete to Higbee. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They kick the running back in motion. On first down, here's Stafford. Catch made underneath by the back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Stafford. There's another one to Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now Stafford again. Pass complete, 2-2 Atwell. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. One final shot before the half. Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hanson and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff.
For the Saints.
Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's good for our Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They take the handoff now, Stafford. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Stafford now on 2nd and 10. On the move, headed right. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still third down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Third and long for him here. He's got it. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Saints come marching onto the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. In motion, right is Cooks. Rattler now off the play action. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Kamara running out of the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stop made by Braden Fisk.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
The Rams into the dime, third down coming. To the air on third and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
First down, Saints.
Why can't we score? Do better than that, Commander.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Rattler, first and 10. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Bringing the offense up to the line, first and 10. They give to Kamara, left side. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Another run for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Group B to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 18.
Rams 10.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff.
For the Saints.
Corum now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out come the Rams on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Williams now on 1st and 10. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. Nakua here. He's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Justin Reed with the tackle.
He's tackled at
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Heads out on the bootleg. Go left side, taken in by Adams. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. QB sneak coming. is going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard
Everybody understood
line.
the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 10 yards.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Rams, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Stafford now against a blitz. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Rams shrinking the lead some in the third. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Extra
Joshua
point
Gardy
attempt coming
on
up.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams make it an 11-point ball game.
Rams 17.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. On the return, here's Jones. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Zone read here, the handoff to Kamara. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. From the gun, Rattler. He's keeping it. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Rams ready for this one. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he will have drive this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
41-yard line.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Up the gut they go with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Stafford. Into traffic, complete! And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's a gain of
I'm not going to
7.
lie. I know they got a
Brings up
completion, and
3rd
completions, you
and
never
3.
turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. The Saints going with some extra defensive backs on this 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. He finds Adams, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Stafford now on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Rams first down. First
Move the chains! Gotta move them
line.
chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. Screen here for Williams. And he's tackled for no gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Offense to the line, 2nd down. It's Stafford once more. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Intended for
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got his man again. It's Adams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's 3rd down now.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Running for the mark, hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Saints get to it. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively, and that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Motion.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 27. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 7, and the Saints 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Counter give to Kamara. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Rattler on the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, and now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Rattler. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He'll make a bid for it on the takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
This is Devin Neal with it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Fisk on the stop. First and goal, New Orleans.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Pistol snap to Rattler. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Picked up by the Rams! The 50! The 30! The 10! And he's going to take it back for the LA touchdown! The Rams now within one score in the fourth. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
Stafford and the Rams getting set to try for two.
The Rams will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And he's into the end zone, so the two-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the fourth.
25.
Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Rams who's pretty shaken up and being tended to.
26-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Rattler to the air now. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Running left, this is Kamara. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. Second down.
Yes, a smaller gain on the stat sheet with that counter run, but it does diversify the run game portfolio. Makes those guys, and especially the edge defenders, think a little bit. And Kate, I've told you once, I'll tell you 100 times, I love the play action that comes off of that same counter run action.
Throwing is Rattler. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Waste of time. What are you doing?
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They give on second to Kamara. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
He'll throw it. Screen here for Kamara. He dodged the tackle, and they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Jones. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Saints make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
35, Rams 25.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Corum now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Rams and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. Second and 7 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second and 7.
Second down now. They need 7. Second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
About set. This is third and 5. Stafford from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Pickup of 44 yards. That's another.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams gotta score in a hurry. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. The catch is made near the edge. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
He's out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Stafford throwing again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
This should put it back within a field goal.
For the extra point.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. We tie this game in the 4th.
35. Rams 32.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Jones. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. We'll start things off with a run by Kamara. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Putting the tight end in motion. They're going to pass it here. Taken in by Hill, right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
And the Saints first down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. There's a dive up the middle. Well, they tried getting creative, but the creativity not rewarded here. Doesn't get him anything. It's going to be 3rd down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Rams add a man to the secondary. Third down. Trying to run for it. Kamara. And he's going to have the first down there for the Saints. And that should be enough to run out the rest of this one.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out. So it's a win for the Saints. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.